Hi guys, it's Amy here and today I bring you the TMI tag. So the TMI tag was created by Carrie Hope Fletcher over at It's Way Past My Bedtime many years ago so that she could share more information about herself with her subscribers. I have done this video about 4 years ago and I feel like probably the answers are a little bit different now. I haven't really checked, but I think I'll probably make that video private anyway because my old videos are so cringe. Some of them I can't even stand to watch them, it's just embarrassing. So here we are, fresh new information for any of you that are new to my channel. That's quite exciting. Recently I just hit 12,000 subscribers, so thank you to everyone who subscribed recently. That's really exciting. Welcome to the fold. I've got myself a cup of tea in this beautiful little foxy mug because we've got a few questions to answer. 50 questions in this tag, guys, so get yourself a cup of tea. I've got cranberry and blood orange today, which is my favourite at this time of year, in this beautiful little mug which I bought earlier today, so I had to make use of it. So here we go. Question number one, what are you wearing? I'm actually wearing a new jumper. It's kind of two-toned, blue and purple. I don't know if you can even tell if it's got difference there. And just some blue jeans and my slippers because, you know, you've got to be a little bit cozy indoors. Number two, have you ever been in love? Yes, I have, a couple of times. Number three, ever had a terrible breakup? No, I wouldn't say any of my breakups have been awful. Like, they haven't been pleasant, but they haven't been like horrific, like big scenes or anything. Like, I'm not into confrontation or drama, so it's all been quite understated really. Number four, how tall are you? Now this has actually changed. My answer in the last video was 5'6", and I've actually shrunk an inch since the last time I filmed this. Couldn't honestly believe it, but when I went to the hospital last and got measured, they confirmed that I have shrunk, so now I'm 5'5", which completely threw me for quite a while. I felt completely shooken up in myself because I believed I was so much taller than I was, and I must have been. It was on record that I was 5'6" at one point, so I don't know what happened, but I have shrunk. Number five, how much do you weigh? I've stopped weighing myself. You guys, if you've been here maybe for the last year or so, or maybe a couple of years now, you may have noticed that I've lost a lot of weight, and whilst that is really great, I'm a lot healthier in myself now. It did get to the point where I was obsessively weighing myself like every single day, multiple times in a day sometimes, and it was just really not healthy, and I got to the point where I kind of recognised that and saw that it wasn't healthy and that I should probably stop doing that, and so I've stopped doing that now and don't really weigh myself at all, so I don't know how much I weigh at the moment. Question number six, any tattoos? No, my answer's the same as last time because I am still terrified of needles and I don't think that's ever going to change, to be honest. Both my parents and my sister are covered in tattoos and I am so opposite to all of them. It's quite funny really. Number seven, any piercings? Yes, my answer to this one's changed as well. So I've still got my ears pierced, I've still got my nose pierced, but in my last video I had my lip pierced and I have since got rid of that. I got rid of that a good few years ago actually. Question number eight is your OTP, so that stands for one true pairing, which I believe is kind of more like a young adult kind of thing, but still, my one true pairing is always and will always be Buffy and Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I just love them so much. And then that leads me nicely on to question number nine, which is your favourite TV show. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's never going to change. Like, I don't think anything... I mean, I love The Vampire Diaries and I love Game of Thrones, but Buffy the Vampire Slayer was the first ever TV show that was just like everything, and I thought it was amazing, and I think it's still amazing. Me and my housemate, we watched the Halloween episode on Halloween, well, one of the Halloween episodes on Halloween, and it was just fantastic. We had such a good time. Question 10, favourite bands? I mean, I don't really listen to bands. I'd say my favourite band is Bastille, but that's probably the only band I listen. Well, actually, tell a lie. On Spotify, there is a playlist called Pop Punk Perfection, and me and my housemate blast that playlist out all the time, and it's got all the like brilliant old school, like Sum 41, Blink 182, all those kind of really good old school bands that are just so cheesy but also great. Like dancing around the house to Stacey's Mom is one of my favourite things to do, and so I guess those would be like bands if I was listening to them, but I don't really listen to a lot of bands. Question 11, something you miss? I'd say that's friends, because I still live in the city that I grew up in, but a lot of my friends have moved away to various other cities to go to university or move away for work and stuff like that, so I do miss them if I don't get to see them very often, so yeah, friends. Question 12 is favourite song. Again, I don't really like have a favourite song, but I guess I've been listening to a lot of Bonobo or Bonobo, I'm not really sure how you say the name, but I'll leave a link down below. There's a song, No Reason, is very good, so I've been listening to that a lot recently. 13, how old are you? I'm 25 years old. Question 14 is your zodiac sign. So I'm a Virgo, which I think means like I'm quite like into things being quite perfect, and perfectionism is something to do with Virgo, but I don't really like buy into all of that kind of stuff. I don't really like follow it, so I wouldn't really know much more about it than that. Question 15, quality you look for in a partner. Kindness. Like if someone can't be kind or have like nice manners and kind of be like an outwardly warm person, then I just don't think I'd get along with them really. Number 16, favourite quote. Oh, I'm just gonna go with the one that's on my Instagram. Never trust someone who has not brought a book with them. That's a Lemony Snicket quote. I love a Lemony Snicket. And question 17 is favourite actor. Now I don't watch enough TV shows or films to really know enough about all of that kind of stuff, but I guess if I had to choose, I'd probably choose someone from like the Vampire Diaries, and I'd probably go for Ian Somerhalder, because like I think his character is so well played. Like he does a really good job. Also Nina Dobrev in the Vampire Diaries does a very good job as well. Like all the different kinds of person she has to play, she does a very good job at that. So I guess, I mean, I really like all the cast from the Vampire Diaries, so you could pretty much choose anyone and I think they're pretty good. Question 18 is your favourite colour. Now I'd have to go for like a deep like maroon kind of burgundy colour, because that's definitely changed, because blue used to be my favourite colour, but no, I'd definitely go for like a nice deep red. Question 19 is loud music or soft music. Now last time I think I answered soft, but this time I think I'm gonna have to go for loud, because me and my housemate, we like listening to a lot of loud music. We go out to kind of drum and bass nights and house nights where it's kind of playing very loud music for a very long time, and that's kind of, yeah, what we enjoy. But then again, I do enjoy listening to a bit of classical still, like if I'm trying to get to sleep or, you know, just chilling out and you don't want anything loud. You just, like, I don't know how you can choose between one and the other, because surely you listen to all of, like, you know, I don't know. Question 20, where do you go when you're sad? I would go to wherever my best friend Lydia was, because we're very good at helping each other when we're sad, and she can always make me feel a bit better if I'm feeling sad. But if she was unreachable, I would probably go to my bed, because I just need a bit of comfort around me if I'm feeling sad. Question 21, how long does it take you to shower? Not very long at all. I hate being in the shower for a really long time. Like I feel like I'm wasting water if I'm stood in the shower a long time, and I'm quite conscious of that. And so it just depends. If I'm like having to wash my hair and I have a lot of hair, then maybe like 8 minutes tops. Probably not even that. If I've got to shave parts of my body, then I do like to try and turn the shower off between doing all of that. But I don't know, 10 minutes tops. Like, I try and do everything as quick as possible in the shower. I hate it. I don't understand people who can stand in the shower for a really long time. Like, it just, like, what do you do in there? Just stand there. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Question 22, how long does it take you to get ready in the morning? Well, I like to give myself a bit of time, so I get up like an hour before I have to leave the house, and so that gives me time to shower, put my makeup on, get my work uniform on, and then I like kind of sit around and have a cup of tea and have my breakfast and stuff, and kind of wake myself up a bit so that when I get to work I'm like pumped and ready to go and like really happy to see everyone, rather than feeling like I've just kind of rolled out of bed and I've got to like ride myself to work on my moped. So yeah, I don't want to feel tired whilst riding a bike, because I could potentially fall off and die, and that wouldn't be fun for anyone. Question 23, ever been in a physical fight? No, my answer was no last time, and it's still no, because I don't fight people. 24, turn on humour, someone who can make me laugh, or nice smiles and nice eyes, like that's a turn on for me. 25, turn off bad teeth. That's something, or just bad kind of hygiene in general. I just can't do that, unfortunately. 26, the reason I joined YouTube. So I joined YouTube because I've been watching so many people make book videos, and I loved reading so much, and I had no one to talk to about books because like a lot of my friends didn't read, and well, my grandparents, I talked to my grandparents a lot about reading when I was younger, and I suddenly found all these people on YouTube that were reading books, and I was like, wow, like I could do this. Like, and I remember like watching all these videos and then having dreams about making YouTube videos, like booktube videos, and so in the end it just got to the point where I was obsessing about it so much that I was like, well, I'm just gonna have to do it, and I did, and here we are now. 27, fears. I have a lot of fears. I'm like a very anxious person in general, so pretty much anything could make me panicky, but like some of my phobias, I guess, spiders, needles, heights, enclosed spaces, big crowds, Like, well, I mean, that's just anxiety for you. Like, anything can get me going, really. 28, last thing that made you cry. I went and saw a really awful film at the cinema with my friends last night, and like totally not my kind of film. It was Bad Mums, like it's just not my kind of thing at all, but everyone else really enjoyed it. I mean, there were occasions where it made me laugh, but it's just not really my kind of thing. But there was a bit where it was really sad, and I'm much more likely to like cry than I am to like laugh at something. Like, things make me cry a lot easier. So yeah, there was a bit that made me cry in that. 29, last time you said you loved someone. I think I probably told my mum that I loved her when I saw her earlier today. I imagine I said love you as I left the car. Question 30, meaning behind your YouTube name. Now, people ask me this all the time, and there is no meaning at all. I don't know why I chose it. I think it was like a username that I had when I was younger on various websites, and I wanted it to be shoutame, and my name is spelled A-M-Y, so I wanted it to be shoutame. I have no idea why, it doesn't make any sense, but when I like first loaded on to get like a username for something, they didn't have AMY, so I just made it AME because that makes sense, apparently. And so from then on, it's always been shoutame with an E on the end, but that doesn't make any sense, and it doesn't read like that because it looks like it says shout at me, which people say all the time, or shoutame, like some strange like made up French word, which it's not. It's just a stress. Like, I don't know. Question 31 is the last book you read. That was Hickory Dickory Dock by Agatha Christie. It's a Hercule Poirot murder mystery novel. Gave it 4 stars, I really enjoyed it. I'll be talking about it in my wrap up at the end of November. Stay tuned if you want to know more. Question 32 is the book you're currently reading. I'm reading 4 books at the moment. Those are My Grandmother Sends Her Regards and Apologies by Frederick Backman. They're over there on the side. The Golden Fool by Robin Hobb. Blindness by Jose Saramago. And also The Angel's Game. I'm still reading that book. By Carlos Ruiz Zafón. That's sat just on my shelf and I haven't picked it up in a while, but I did get like halfway through. I need to like power through. Question 33 is the last show you watched. That would be The Great British Bake Off. Me and my best friend Lydia, we are big fans of the Bake Off, and I'm not gonna lie, I really loved it this year. Even with Mary Berry gone and the 2 like Mel and Sue gone, I really like Noel Fielding. I am a huge Noel Fielding fan, and so I really liked him presenting the show. Prue, I wasn't a fan of at all, but other than that, I really liked it, so no complaints from me. We really enjoyed the show. Question 34, last person you talked to. That would be my mother. When I went and had coffee with her this morning, we did some shopping. We bought a raincoat for me for Christmas. Exciting stuff like that. Question 35 is the relationship between you and the person you last texted. That's Lydia, my housemate. She's my best friend. She's also kind of, you know, pretty much a sister to me. She's at Lidl's at the moment buying some shopping for us. Question 36, your favourite food. That has to be curry. Indian anything, I just love it. Like, all of it is so, so tasty. 37, the place you want to visit the most, I guess. New Zealand. I want to go and visit the Lord of the Rings sites. I want to go and walk around New Zealand, pretend to be like a hobbit and just walk around and have a really great time. That may be the same answer I answered the last time I did this video. I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and watch it maybe. Question 38, the last place you were. Well, I mean, I was in my bedroom, but this morning I was shopping outside my house with my mum. We went to various places. We went to Costa, had a coffee, it was very nice. I had some crumpets as well, they were delicious. Question 39, do you have a crush? Now, that's a really funny question because I don't think anyone my age ever calls it a crush, like I don't remember the last time I said I had a crush on someone. Do I like someone? Yes, I do. Question 40, last time you kissed someone. That would be a couple of days ago. Question 41, last time you were insulted. Yeah, I don't know. The thing is, working in a reception where I deal with thousands of like teenagers and like university students every single day, like I have to have kind of the back of a duck. You know what I mean? Like, I have to just let insults and rude comments and rudeness just wash off like the back of a duck. Is that the saying, you know? Like, oh, I don't know what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, I probably have been insulted in the last like week or so by various students who get upset when I tell them they can't have something or whatever, but I kind of just don't let them affect me anymore because, you know, if you did, then you'd constantly be upset. Like, students just, they don't think when they're talking to people, and they just assume that they should have everything. Question 42, favourite flavour of sweet? I mean, if I had a bowl of any kind of sweet and it had multiple different like colours to choose from, I would always go for a red or like a purple flavour. Very rarely would I go for a green or an orange. Question 43, what instruments do you play? I don't play any instruments. I used to play the recorder. I was very, very good at the recorder when I was in middle school, and the saxophone I played for a very short amount of time, but then I gave up because I had to carry it to a further school. When I moved to high school, I had to carry it really far, and I was not up for that. Question 44, favourite piece of jewellery? My favourite piece of jewellery has to be this ring that I bought recently. I really rather like it. I treated it to myself for my birthday. Question 45, last sport you played? I was trying to think of an answer to this, and I honestly have no idea. I can't remember the last time I played any kind of active anything. It was probably badminton or something, and that might be years ago. Question 46, last song you sang? Now, in the car, my mother had a Christmas CD on, and I mean, this was, I feel like it was a bit too early for me, but she has in fact given me the Christmas CD, so it's now in my house because for some reason she had 2 copies of the same CD, and so it was a Christmas song whilst I was driving us to get our shopping and our coffee and crumpets earlier, and so yes, I think it was like All I Want for Christmas Is You, or whatever that song is called. Question 47 is your favourite chat up line? Now, I don't think I've ever used a chat up line, but I guess if someone came to me and said, what's your favourite book, that would get me. So, I mean, I would use that on other people, but I don't know how many people that would be successful with. But then if I said, what's your favourite book to someone, and they didn't have an answer, then I would instantly know that I wouldn't want to be with that person. So maybe it is a good thing to go with. Question 48, have you ever used it? No, I haven't. I haven't chatted anyone up, so oh dear. Question 49 is last time you hung out with someone? This morning, coffee and crumpets with my mother. Finally, the last question is, who are you going to tag next? I'm not going to tag anyone. If you want to do this video, feel free to do so, but it's literally as old as the dinosaurs, so I can't imagine there are many people that haven't done it yet. So I hope you enjoyed this video and found it somewhat interesting. I'd love if you answered some of the questions and told me about yourself down below, because I like talking to you guys and finding out about you, and come tell me how your week is. How's everything going? Have you started Christmas shopping yet? So that's the end of that. As always, I will leave links to Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, and everythw I've mentioned today down below. I hope you're all having a fantastic day, and I will see you soon. Bye!